Hello guys and girls, in this tutorial I will show you how to make this flamethrower particle system, and also I will be showing you a technique to use dynamic parameters with GPU particle system. Sort of. I will explain later. This was a request from IMR 379. To follow along you need two textures. One is smoke sub UV and smoke tiled. Both of these can be found in the textures folder of your starter content. So first I am going to create our material. So right click on material. I will name this flame underscore matte and I will open it up. Now I will just drag and drop our smoke in. Then I will go to the content browser, click on the T-smoke sub UV and go into the material and right click and type in particle sub UV. So sub UV is like a flipbook or a sprite sheet. It has lot of images like this. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is an 8 by 8 sub UV. Now we are going to change the material to a unlit material, so light won't affect our material, and we will change the blend mode to translucent, so our material will be translucent. Now we need a texture coordinate, so for that press and hold U and click, so we get this texture coordinate. I will change the U tiling to 8 and the V tiling to 8 also, and I will connect this to the UVs. Then I will press and hold A and click, so we get this add. We will add both of them together. Remember, we are connecting the texture coordinate to our smoke tile texture, not our sub UV. Then we will add this together. Then we will press and hold M and click, so we get this multiply. We connect this to here, and we are going to need a new node. It is called black body node. I will show you. So type in black body. So if you are not familiar with this node, I will show you what it does. So I'm just going to connect this to the emissive color, and if I press and hold M, I get this constant. If I press and hold 1 and click, I get this constant. So I connect this to temperature. So if I change the temperature to 1000, it will glow red, so we can see a red color. And if I change this to 5000, it will be a brighter glow. So as I increase the temperature, the glow also increases, or the intensity of the light it emits increases. So we can control the color and the intensity of light by changing the temperature of the black body node. So I'm going to delete this and connect this to the temperature. Then in the beginning I told you I will show you a technique to use dynamic parameters with GPU particle. We cannot use dynamic parameters with the GPU particles. It only works with CPU particles. So I will show you a way to kind of pass values like the dynamic parameter to our material. So I will type in, right click and type in particle color. So we get this particle color node, and I will just right click and type in dynamic parameter, so just to show you. So if we compare both this node, you can see that it has a parameter 1, parameter 2, parameter 3 and parameter 4. Our particle color also have this red channel, green channel, blue channel and the alpha channel. So this parameter, these channels can be used as dynamic parameters to pass values from the particle system to our material. So in this case, we are just going to use the red channel, and so we just connect this to B. I will delete our dynamic parameter now. We don't need it. Now press and hold M and click, so we get this multiply. We will connect the alpha of the sub UV to here and the alpha of the particle color here, and I will connect this to opacity. So we get this. I will click apply and save. Now we are going to create our particle system. So for that, go to the content browser, right click and click on particle system. I will name this Flamethrower and I will open it up. Now go to record and go to the content browser, select our flame material and go back to the particle system. Click this arrow so it gets selected. Since this is a sub UV, we need to set few things. So on the record, go down to sub UV section, then change this to linear blend so that we get a blend between the images of the sub UV. And since we have an 8x8 sub UV, I will change the sub images horizontal to 8 and sub images vertical to 8, and that's all we need to do here. And we are going to change this to a GPU particle system. So now go to color overlay, change this value to 7000. So now we can see our sub UV. Okay, we gave it a value of 1, we just have to fix that. So yeah, now since this is a flamethrower, we want to make it go in the sideways. So we will go to initial velocity, we will change the max C velocity to 20 and the min C to -20, and we will change the minimum X velocity to 450 and change the maximum velocity to 500. So we get this. Don't worry about this warning, I will show you what it means later. Now I will go to initial size and give the Y max a value of 0 and min as 0 and C max 0, min 0, and I will give the X max a value of 160 and the min a value of 120. Now I will increase the lifetime to 2 for min and 3 for max. Now I will change the spawn to like 1000 and I will right click and add a rotation rate. So go to rotation rate, initial rotation rate, leave it at the default settings. Now we want it to spread. So as you saw, the particle system kind of blinked when I got past a certain point. So this is because we don't have a bound set for this particle system. So if we set it, it won't blink like that. So the particle system won't de-render, even if de-render, as long as some portion of this bound is visible to us. So when we are not looking at it, the particle system de-renders. This happens only with GPU particle systems. So we set the bounds. For that, just go here and set bounds. And I'm going to click this so we don't need to see that again. Now we need to modulate the shape of this flamethrower. So we're going to start narrow and then expand. So we will add a size by life module. So for that, go to size by life. I got the wrong module. Go to size by life. Then at 0 we will give it a value of 0.2, 0.2 and 0.2. So we get this. We need another point, so add 1. So change this to 1 and change this to 0.4. That will increase the value of this 2. The odd value of x is 2, y is 2 and z is 2. So we get this expanding fire. Let's see how it looks in the current browser, I mean the world. So drag and drop our flamethrower in. So it's a bit fatter than our original one. It's okay. So now we need to add a little bit of light to it, like this, so it has this glow. We cannot add lights in the GPU particle system, so for that we need a CPU particle system. So I will just duplicate this and delete the GPU sprite, and the required I will change to a value of 50. And for the spawn I will give it a value of 50. So it will only emit a few particles, and I will give a light to it. So go to light and light. So now you can see this glow around it. Obviously you can decrease the value of this. So if we go to our light and we need to decrease the brightness a bit, I will get a value of 12. So it's a little, I will just delete our old particle system. So now we can only see this. So yeah, there you go. It is a bit thicker. And now we will give it the smoke and the smoke rising up effect. So for that, go to the particle system, and in here go to acceleration, constant acceleration, and we give the C a value of 50 or 50. So it kind of rises a little bit. So you can play around this value to get a look you want, and I will just alt drag this here so we get this duplicated. Now if you need a very thick black smoke coming out, we have to play with the color overlay a bit. So go here and we will add 4 points. So I will click this twice, so we get 4 points. So I will change the value here to 0.5 and give it a value of 4000. I will go to here and change this to 0.7 and give it a value of 500. We are changing the red channel because we connected the red channel to the multiply, and we will change this to 1 and we will leave it at 0. So now we have our smoke. You can also change this to 0 if you want. See, we get this very dark smoke and it is rising upwards. So one thing you have to do when we use the sub UV, we need to add a sub UV index. So right click and go to sub UV, then sub image index. So I will explain how this works. So as you saw, sub UVs are like sprite sheets. So we have these images arranged in a grid. So this module controls how the images changes. So here, imagine we have a 2x2 sub image. I hope you can see this graph. So if you have a 2x2 sub image, I mean sub UV or sprite sheet, it has 4 images. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 0, this one is 1, this one is 2, and this one is 3. So if I give an out value of 1 at the end of the lifetime, I mean the 0 value is when the emitter starts and the 1 value is the emitter or the sprite dies, the individual sprite dies. So if we have a 2x2 sprite sheet, if I give it a value of 1, then for the first half of the lifetime of the emitter, this image, the 0th image or the first image will be displayed, and for this next half the second image will be displayed. I hope you can see where I am pointing. So if I give it a value of 3, at the end of the lifetime the 4th image will be shown. So if this is a 2x2 grid, if I give it a value of 3, this image will be the image at the end of the lifetime of the sprite. So if we give it a value of more than 4, it will just cycle through it. So since we have an 8x8 sub UV, I'm just going to give it a value of 64. So it nicely transition between all the sprites and cycle through them. So we get this nice effect. Then I will just save, restart. It is a bit thicker than the original flamethrower I had, but you can play around with the size by life to change it to what you need. So if I go here and to 0.4, and I will change this to a value of 0.4, 0.4 and 0.4, it will get a bit more thinner and expands outwards. and I will alt drag and drop this here and delete our old size by life. So that's it. I hope I covered everything. I feel like I forgot something. I don't know. I think that's all here. Oh, we need to drag and drop the subimage index here also. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks.